Good morning, everyone! This is your teacher Sam and welcome to our virtual class. Watch closely and listen carefully to our lesson for today. Are you ready? Let's go! Unit 3, Length Measurement. First, let's learn about measuring length. Length is used for horizontal measurement. Height is used for vertical measurement. Distance is used to measure between two faraway points. Let's compare length, height, and distance. Always remember that length is used for horizontal measurement. For example, look at the door. Length is used to measure the width of the door. Next, we have height. When you say height, you're going to use vertical measurement. You're going to measure how long or how high is the door. And lastly, we have distance. When you say distance, it is used to measure between two faraway points. For example, here we have two doors. So you're going to measure the distance from each other. Let's take a look at the example. We have here Hugo, Emma, Brian, and Sally. Hugo and his friends wanted to know the distance from one end to the other end of the classroom. Each of them counted the number of steps taken as follows. Hugo's step count is 16. Emma's step count is 14. Brian's step count is 12. Sally's step count is 14. We can see that each person's step count is different. Therefore, we need a standard unit of measurement to measure the distance. Let's look at another example. We have here trees. The trees have each distance from end to the other end. Each of them has its own measurement. We can see that each trees have distance. Therefore, we need a standard unit of measurement to measure the distance. So look at here in the example. The trees are distant within 5 meters from each tree. Now let's talk about length measuring tools. Rulers and meter rulers. These are measuring tools with scales showing standard units of measurement. They can be used to measure the lengths of small and straight objects. This is a comparison of a ruler from a meter ruler. Always remember that ruler is the small one or the shorter one, and the meter ruler is the one that is longer. It is measured 1 meter. Rulers or meter rulers are used to measure the lengths of small and straight objects. For example, a pencil case, or a chair. Measuring tapes are length measuring tools with scales showing standard units of measurement. They can be used to measure the lengths of both straight and curvy objects, waist size, desk height, window panel width, etc. Measuring tapes is used for waist size, desk height or table height, and window panel width. Tape measures. Tape measures are also length measuring tools with scales showing standard units of measurement. They can be used to measure the lengths of longer objects, for example, the size of a classroom. Always remember that tape measures are used to measure the length of longer or bigger objects. For example, here we have a bed frame and the size of a classroom. It is best to use tape measure in measuring the length. Let's look at the pictures and try to compare what is the difference between a measuring tape and a tape measure. In the picture, we can see that a tape measure is used to measure the width of the wood. Usually, carpenters use this. They use this when measuring the length of the furnitures they are doing. Measuring tape. These are commonly used by a seamstress or a tailor. They use this when they are making dresses or clothes. They also use this to measure our parts of our body. Now that we have learned our lesson about length measurement, let's answer our activity book. Please open your book on page number 78. Page 78. Write the appropriate tool for each measurement. So here we have a ruler, a meter ruler, and a measuring tape. Please change the meter ruler into a tape measure. This one is wrong. It should be tape measure. So for example, number 1, we have uncut cloth. What is the correct measuring tool for this? Is it ruler or meter ruler, tape measure, or measuring tape? I will show you the pictures of each number so that it will be easy for you to determine what is the correct tool to use for the measurement. And that's all for today's lesson. I hope you had a great time learning with me today, and see you again to our next class. Goodbye!